always takes me a minute to get everything started, so before I can actually start working, I have to set everything up. I just don't feel right. Like I can do stuff like some private stuff here and there on the computer, but I feel like when I'm on, it's like, uh, I should be recording. You never know what's gonna make somebody go, huh, that's interesting. It's been a rough, crazy Christmas for sure, though. Let's continue on with where we were, right? What are we doing here? We got a bunch of these open. I think I can close one. Okay. I'm gonna close one of these. Shorts. Do. Click. Do. Click. Do. Click. Do. Click. Do. Click. Do. And I think that's where we are. That's where we are. Boop. Boop. Yeah. This is where we're at. So continuing on, I'm gonna listen to some Cinemassacre Productions, some James Rolfe, some Angry Video Game Nerd. I'm definitely gonna start listening to some Nostalgia Critic again too. Oh, I realized he was still going. That's why I subscribed to this thing. That's the thing, man. Consistency. He's just never stopped. Oh, that is helpful. Shit, this is what sucks about getting up so early. I end up getting hungry before I gotta go to fucking work. I'm always hungry when I get off of work. Oh, I've eaten all my chips too. I'll make some chicken rice. Let's make some chicken rice. Chicken rice. I'm going to eat some chicken rice. Boop. Boop. I want a teeny tiny pan. I need to get a teeny tiny pan. So I only want to make one egg sometimes. And all I have is this big ass pan. Ugh. This. Pan warms up. We'll start one. Faith, fulfillment, and life reflections. Um, because that is what is going. Okay, here we are starting another one. Um, because that is what is going to happen. But it's like, oh, we can't do anything like this or offensive. And start doing weird demonic shit after a while. It's so fucking weird. The fucking AI is so stupid and weird. You're all kinds of hungry now.
Look at that. It just
You went from
annihilated.
being, I don't want nothing to eat, Daddy, to, oh my gosh, gimme.
Let's dial that back for a minute. To go from stage 6 to 7, you gotta
Now give me a little
backtrack
more of
to
the soft
stage
food.
5,
That's all I can do,
then
buddy.
stage 4, to stage 1, to stage 2. Oh my god, I'll just put on the AI again. Jeez. Oh man, watch it go. Stage 7 is a labyrinth with lava pits, caves, and walls you have to shoot out. I guess I'll just sit back and let the controller do its trick. But check that out. The buttons are pressing all by themselves. And here comes a second frog boss, which I guess would make it Fred the Third. Oh fuck, that was quick. I didn't even get the chance to fight him. Let's turn this thing off. So here I am trying to find stage 8. I now have both the wall climb and ceiling climb abilities. It's a necessity to get through certain areas. But the
Yeah?
controls are really disorienting. Let's say you're going left. That means if you go up the wall onto the ceiling, you're still pressing left to move right. I just can't get used to it. And then sometimes, whoa, I did not mean to climb under that platform. The fuck? Did you see that? I tried to jump over this pit of deadly spiked balls, but I ended up climbing down to my death. Alright, well, let's turn that AI back on. There we go. And now there's nothing stopping us. Holy shit, look how hard stage 8 gets. I would never be able to do this on my own. It feels like I just handed the controller to a pro. Oh yeah, here's the final stretch. Final boss. Wow, that thing is so cool. It's featured on the front cover. The only character on the front cover. Oh, whoa, damn. Move through that guy. Wait a minute. Wait. Who's he? Some random bonus boss? Wow. Oh my god, look at that. Fucking him up big time. Yeah.
No more?
Well, this game's beat. The
Yeah.
Metal Palace or whatever collapses, even though I thought we fell down a hole.
There you go,
Underground
buddy.
caverns to mountaintops.
That should make your tummy
Then
feel
it looks
better.
like Jason's reunited with Fred, and then the credits scroll.
Need a couple pieces
and-
of chicken.
Wait a minute.
I
The
give
end.
you more of that.
Thanks. Well, you are very welcome.
You know? I need
I'd say
more
this
chicken. I
controller's
gave you
pretty
more of
handy.
that.
Maybe a little too handy.
And I snuck you
It's
a
just
couple
something I
tiny
was
little
just
pieces of
super
cheese.
excited.
Teeny tiny pieces of cheese. You should be a happy boy.
Wow, okay. I didn't even know I had this dialed up all the way.
And I'll bring stuff with us tonight, so you can snack on that too.
This game. Okay, am I gonna get to play it at all?
My goodness. I'm going to eat this in a milk bowl. How you doing, buddy?
Wow. Yay. That game's beat. I just want to play a game for real. Yeah, enough of this. Okay, am I gonna get maybe a little too handy? The end. How do we get from? Yeah. Wait a minute. It's featured on the controller to a pro. Oh yeah. Here's the final stretch. Final boss. Wow, that thing is so cool. It's featured on the front cover. The only character on the front cover. Oh,
Are you like super duper hungry now?
That guy.
And that appetite inducer finally get you?
Wait a minute. Wait. Who's he?
Like, now you're hungry after you eat? I'm not really hungry, Daddy. I'll put this in here. How about this? Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, that's what you got, Pumpkin. That's what you got. And that's all I'm gonna leave in your bowl for now. If you want it, you can eat it. I know you don't want it or like it, but the way it is. Oh shit, you know what I need to do? I need to title all of. Back to one. Here we go. Shit, I do gotta listen to some shit here. Oh my goodness. 100%. This is the trick to making Whataburgers burgers better. I had to dress it up a little bit. I just get the number one, and I get the sandwich with cheese and everything on it, with extra pickles. The extra pickles. And the thing is, they just. Gotta eat the other stuff I gave you, buddy. Mm-hmm. He said, not everybody knows this, but I was born a beanie baby. And yeah, I was just a beanie baby when I was a little boy. And I grew up to be a real boy somehow. He said, I was just a beanie baby. That's why I know everybody thinks, oh, he doesn't look real. Why doesn't he look real? He looks like a cartoon. You got Lulu the beanie baby. Just a beanie weenie baby. Look, Pumpkin. I'm watching videos of you, baby. Are you really hungry? That shit finally get in your belly, and you're all like, oh my god, I'm super hungry now, Daddy. I want you pooping your brains out. Sorry, I cut the last video short. He was the guy walked in, I had to give him all the information for him and everything. But yeah, we had to take him to the emergency vet. He's hopefully I get to work on time too. I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they'll take some sort of blood sample or something and get tested or something. I don't know, and then give the results to my vet or something. I have no idea what's gonna happen. He just got a whole bunch of information. I explained everything thoroughly about what's been going on, like to the day and everything. And yeah. So. Well, I figured I'd make a quick update. Lucius are hanging out at the emergency vet. He's not feeling well. I was going to finish putting the chocolate on our truffles, but he wasn't being himself, and now he's been I know. Let me stop putting you through stuff. I know. I gave him some shots and stuff. I guess I don't know how long we're waiting for test results. They're supposed to come. I don't know how fast some of these test results are supposed to be, but so we gotta get to work, don't we, honey? I'm gonna let you sit back. Please help me. I don't know what to do. They're saying it's pancreatitis, and then he must have got into something, or someone came at him, or gave him something, and I didn't see it. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna afford it. I have to. It's gonna be like, they got it down to like $700. They said it was gonna be like $1,700. I said I can't afford it. I gotta take care of him. I gotta do everything I can for him. So they got it down to $700, so I can at least get some things done. Tried so hard. Precious so pretty little boy. I know. I said I don't care. I'm hungry. It turns out it's pancreatitis. So, I mean, if I had the money, you know, I'd hospitalize them overnight and let them do all the treatments and stuff they want to do, but they're just like, well, here's this and this you can buy from Petco when they open up after Christmas, and here's the medications he needs to take, and oh my goodness, buddy. He got the cord. He's feeling better. They got him on drugs right now. And he's looking for Mo. He's so excited he gets to see his friends. We finally got home. I got situated. Took a It's gonna turn out to be like another $1,000 some odd dollars. I just don't have. We gotta try to rest, and then we gotta go to work tonight. I kind of want to keep him in a hospital overnight, but. I'm so tired of crying. I just had to leave him at the emergency vet because how long the x-rays and all the imaging and all the blood work they have to do. I have to sleep. I want to leave him. I have to leave him. But he's already crying, and I can't stand seeing him cry. It just hurts so much. I found one of my credit cards. I was like, oh, I have a credit card. That's right. I was like, I think they increased the limit on it, too. Let me see what it is. So I had enough to just pay it all. I gotta figure out how to pay it back. I just don't know how to. I gotta pay it back before the end of before next month. Or yeah, before the end of next month. Halfway through it or something. My neck and my head hurts so much from crying. I'm so tired. I have to go home and sleep a little bit. I hope my baby will be okay. This is so hard. There's so many things I had to plan and figure out today, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it all, get it all. I gotta call my other managers and stuff. I gotta figure shit out. Because I can't get the Christmas stuff to the Christmas parties I need to get to on time now, so I gotta make some phone calls, I guess. We did it. We got to work relatively on time. It was 8:02 when I clocked in. I hate that shit so much. I couldn't cut myself short enough. Trying to hang out. I was jibber jabbering too much over at Bama's. But I rushed out here. We got out here. I brought some food from their place, and I got the truffles done and chocolated on time, and I brought everything out. And man, so I dropped some truffles off to them, and I brought some, truffles for here for Shakespeare's. So I got a bag here for the Bear Cabaret, waiting for them to come pick it up. I was like, there's just no way I'm gonna have time to run out there too. We're here though, settled in. We just had a dirty butt, had to clean his butt when we got here too. It was just like, oh. And just to let you know, he has eaten some now, and he's held most of it down. He's thrown up a little bit, but he's held it down for the most part. I think he held down his medicine and stuff too, so we're doing better, huh, honey? We're just looking around for Momo. I see him over there. I see him over there. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. You want nobody sneaking up on you though, huh? You want to get honey? It's our hot dirty honey. How to clean that honey? Yeah. So I hate you people touching on my honey. Almost done. All right. We did it. We made it. Late, so it drives me crazy. All that running around. I don't like being rude. Are you having a fit? Are you angry? He said, I'm having a fit, Daddy. So I want yum yums. He said, I want yummy yum yums. He said, I want the damn yum yums you're trying to feed me. He said, I want real good yummy yum yums. He said, I want some really good yummy yum yums. What are you doing? I got love on you. You think I put it? What are you doing? You think I put it? I got you. I got you, you waiting whistle. I love you, baby. Oh. Hungry, Daddy. Really hungry. Even though I just ate, I'm really hungry. I got your dry food over here. You can eat your dry food. Oh man, I'm hoping that rice makes me feel full all day. Take a tutor puff. Daddy needs a tutor puff. Daddy needs a tutor puff. Daddy needs a tinkle. What the fuck is my ears? Tutor puff, tinkle nut. He's a tinkle butt, little tutor puff. Tinkle nut, tutor puff. He's just a little butt. Tinker booter, snooter butt. I got his teeny peeny tutor. He's just a cooter slut. I don't know what the deal is now. I don't understand. I gave yesterday he ate. I just gave him his little the stuff that coats his belly. And we waited an hour and he was ready to eat. I didn't have to give him any of the appetite. Now back down the road. Next one. There it is. There we are. Back to where we were. Alright. Now I don't need these. I should probably turn this off. Power off. I'll pee and then smoke because I don't want to hold it anymore.
This game's beat. The Mountain Palace or whatever collapses, even though I thought we fell down a hole. How do you get from underground caverns to mountaintops? Then it looks like Jason's reunited with Fred. And then the credits roll, and wait a minute, the end. Very thanks. Well, you are very
stupid
Rachel
bitch.
Maddow Show on MS. This is Rachel Maddow, the host of the Rachel Maddow Show on MS Now. Recently, Maddow started her show with an opening segment about snowplows. This is the time of year when a number of cities do this, but I've been particularly watching the great city of Chicago because this is the time of year when the city of Chicago
My pants broke when I went to button them back up. I need to change these pants anyways because they keep fucking up. They're my stuff falls out of my pockets and stuff. This one. This color. That's not. That's not. This is. Let's see how well these fit. Ah, shit. Ah, damn it. Pumpkin. Yeah. Put these other pants on.
Fascist governance looks like. Controlled mass media, identifying enemies to blame, sort of a rip from the headlines kind of vibe there. Yes, the government is so fascist that it allows protesters to call the government fascist. Got it. There were protests this weekend in Boulder, Colorado against Trump's bizarre new plan to just close one of the premier geosciences labs in the world. Trump, just out of the blue, demanded the closure, full stop, of the National Center for Atmospheric Research, NCAR, in Colorado. I'm not sure he understands what atmospheric research is, maybe? He may think that the weather forecast just happened, like, from fortune cookies or something? I don't know what he thinks he's gonna win. But NCAR is an agency that is more interested in diversity, equity, and inclusion than actual science. So if Rachel Maddow is complaining about it, it means that Trump is 100% on the right track. Again, one of the premier geoscience labs in the world, absolutely crucial, among other things, to severe weather research for the benefit of the American people and the American government. He wants to shut it down. He wants to shut it down! But according to Russell Vogt, the OMB director, a comprehensive review is underway, and any vital activities such as weather research will be moved to another entity or location. Rachel Maddow, fear-mongering? I know you're shocked. There were protests this weekend right after President Trump put his own name up on the Kennedy Center in Washington. Well, to be fair, Trump didn't order his name to be added to the Kennedy Center. It was voted on by the Kennedy Center Board of Trustees. And look, I'm not defending it per se because it's strange. It's weird. But it doesn't affect me, and I honestly don't give a crap. And you shouldn't either. Some public officials were at that protest, including Senator Chris Van Hollen, but mostly it was regular Washingtonians who just turned out in costume and in drag, and in a general sense of astonishment and revulsion at this president. Wow, the best they could do is Senator Margarita and a drag queen with a protester in a inflatable frog costume. They're not sending their best.
Motherfucking stand biting my lip.
And you know, I don't know where all these various types of protests end up going. I don't know where they all end up. Oh, I know, Rachel. The trash bin of history. And Chicago's about to get a really cute new snowplow named Abolish Ice. You never know what's going to turn the tide. It's going to make all the difference. Sorry, Rachel, but the only thing that cute snowplow is going to abolish is the side view mirror of a parked Honda Civic. Anyway, that's it for now. If you want to support the channel, head over to my merch store at don'twalkrun.shop. As always, thank you so much for tuning in, and hope to see you next time.
These are really good, comfy pair, but they got bleach on them. And all my other ones are like khaki colored. I don't mind khaki color, but I think everywhere I work would rather it be dark. But I don't know. I have khakis too. Maybe there's a couple places I can get to work at where they do like a khaki. I don't know. I don't think the one place cares at all. As long as you're wearing the shirt. I think one place is my place. The other place is the place we go to tonight, strip club. They just care about. I think just what you're wearing all black or something nice. got a little titty coin from my buddy Beatstacks. He's such a great guy. I love that guy so much. This pocket should have that in it, yes. Okay, so that's everything out of all the pockets. Yep. Now these pants are trash. Oh my gosh. I haven't been able to just be and just do anything around the house and get anything done because, oh my gosh, we've been just back and forth to the emergency rooms. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna get ready for work. I'm gonna just get all dressed the way ready. Oh, I did all that. Didn't I? I did. I did. I did all that already. I just smell so good, I didn't notice. Oh my goodness. Whew. Come, baby. I think some people just must keep stuff on them in their car and put it on constantly out here, because like, especially in summertime. So I think you just sweat shit off instantly. That's lovely. Alright, so I am ready for work. So I need we have everything? Do you have all your stuff? What am I bringing of yours? I'm gonna bring a little bit of the dry food, I think. That's all I'm gonna bring, buddy. I'm gonna bring some of the dry food and your water. That's what it's gonna be. Dry food and your water. So that'd be easy. Oh, Bobby. Can you drink your water? Can you drink your water for me? Oh, you're too precious. I love you so much. Okay, let's try to get a couple things done. Okay.
Persecution of Christians in Nigeria. The persecution of Christians in Nigeria was so bad, celebrities like rapper Nicki Minaj spoke out about it. She did so, highlighting the tragedies at Turning Point's America Fest this past weekend.
While they're in church, people are being kidnapped, people are being killed, brutalized, all because of their religion. We're not backing down anymore. We are not going to be silenced by the bullies anymore. We will speak up for Christians wherever they are in this world.
Good for you, Nicki Minaj. And while the
The next news.
And killed. And now our president has sent a very powerful message, what he calls a Christmas present.
Sorry, like I said in the notes there, I was getting a little carried away. The next note is a George Floyd reenactment. Like I was thinking about doing that, and then somebody told me that I never looked it up, but I gotta look it up. So I said, maybe Crowder did it or somebody else did it already. But I was like, I want to.
Strikes on Nigeria are manufacturing a religious war.
I'm sure this is only a signal to President Trump's political base that he's going to protect Christians globally, one assumes. The rhetoric is pretty inflammatory. You know, terrorist scum wishing Merry Christmas to the dead terrorists.
This is not a religious war, and I think portraying it as such is deeply misleading to the American public.
Well, the president called the operation decisive and said he'll launch more airstrikes if the violence doesn't stop. And he said on Truth Social, under his leadership, radical Islamic terrorism will not be allowed to prosper. The Department of War and U.S. Africa Command confirmed the strikes occurred in Sokoto State and say multiple ISIS terrorists were killed. Earlier today, I was talking to a friend of mine who describes himself as an independent, and he told me he can't help but support President Trump because he gets stuff done. He said that about 3 times with emphasis because we've all seen how ineffective a president can be over the
Like that shit was real to us. It was really.
He gets stuff done, he told me, with a big smile. What Trump did on Christmas may not stop the attacks on Nigerian Christians, but it definitely sends a message. A message our previous president was unwilling to deliver. Information. Truth.
Like that shit was real to us. It was really fucking confusing. Like when you're watching GI Joe, and you know we have all the PSAs and shit, and then like. Did I click it? Alright, start another one. Ooh. It's like that shit was real to us. It was really fucking confusing. Like when you're watching GI Joe, and. You alright, buddy? Oh, buddy bear. Ooh.
What if I told you that the biggest rock bands in history didn't die because you stopped liking them, but because they were completely incompetent? You think a couple guys in flannel shirts from Seattle killed the hair metal industry? Well, folks, I'm here to tell you, you are wrong. These guys had millions of dollars, sold out stadiums, enough hairspray to burn a hole in the ozone layer, and they threw it all away because of egos, bad timing, and a cartoon nerd named Stewart. Here's how the glam rock gods choked on their own spandex. So you know that song, The Final Countdown? Of course you do. It's a song they play at every single hockey game and magic show in the world.
Winger.
The synth riff is basically the national anthem of the 80s. And the band that wrote it is this Swedish group called Europe. If you know anything about the Swedes, you know that they know how to write a hook. And in 1986, Europe is on top of the world. They're making millions of dollars. They're playing arenas. They're living the dream. But here's the thing. Not everybody in the band is happy about this. Specifically the guitarist, a guy named John Norum. But John considers himself a serious musician. He likes heavy blues rock. He likes the real stuff. And suddenly he's in a band that is famous for a keyboard riff that sounds like a toy space laser. And he hates it. Doesn't just dislike it. Absolutely freaking hates it.
He was talking about.
Worse, the band is on this massive world tour. And because it is the 80s and everything is about image, the management wants everything to look perfect. So they start making the band do these TV appearances where they don't even play their instruments. They just stand there and pretend to play while the track runs in the background.
He was talking about this and that and everything, and I was like, oh, that's why I like this shirt and it's not. I was like, I don't like just Gordon just because of the this and that. It's like, one, he has, it is because of his desire to hold and maintain standards. You know what I mean? It's like there's a purpose and a reason for things, and I have to uphold this level for people to try to reach and maintain. Um, I do that for myself though. Like I
And if you know anything about music history, you know that 1991 is the year that everything changes. This new thing called grunge comes out. Bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Soundgarden show up. And suddenly, looking like a poodle and wearing makeup
hate that
is just
term
not
so
cool
much.
anymore. In
Grunge,
Europe, they
alternative
don't get
music,
the memo.
everybody's stupid
They
as
go in the
shit.
studio and they record a new album called Prisoners in Paradise. And this is a
The
polished,
terms, not the
expensive,
music.
big-budget
Those
rock
terms
album.
are stupid
They
as
think
shit.
it's gonna
It's
be
just
another massive
punk
hit.
or
They think
fucking
the party is
variations
gonna last
of
forever. But it doesn't. The album comes out
punk and
in
rock that's already been done
1991,
already.
and it hits a brick wall. The media doesn't
Description.
care. The radio stations don't
There's
care.
no description.
In the U.S., the album doesn't even chart. This is the band that just had multi-platinum hits.
Oh, no,
and
no,
now they
back,
can't
back,
even
back.
get on the board. Sales are
Duh.
terrible. Tour venues get smaller. They're trying to sell this polished, happy product to a world that suddenly wants to be depressed and wear dirty clothes. And the guys in the band feel this pressure. They feel that they're disconnected from reality. They're trying to be rock stars in a world that hates rock stars. So it all ends on New Year's Eve, 1991. They're in Japan for a show at the Tokyo Dome, and they call the show Final Countdown 91. And they probably think that this is a clever name for a concert, but it turns out to be a prophecy. They play the show, the year turns to 1992, and that is it. The band breaks up. Countdown hit zero, and there was nothing left. They went from the biggest synth riff on the
Fun,
planet
healthy
to
competition and
Tokyo in just a few years.
so
then you have this band called Dokken. And if you like 80s metal, then you know Dokken. They're huge. They have the hits, they have the look. Hell, George was even rocking the Kaja.
fun, healthy competition and rivalry.
The problem with Dokken is that the two most important guys in the band hate each other's guts. On one side, you got the singer, Don Dokken. On the other side, you had the guitarist, George Lynch. And we're not talking about just a little creative tension. These guys are at war all the time. Cannot even stand being in the same room. So around the late 80s, things are getting bad. Don's dealing with some serious anxiety issues. He's popping Valium, drinking alcohol just to get through the day. And in his head, all of this is George Lynch's fault. Blames George for the stress. Blames George for the mess that the band is in. And George isn't exactly helping. He thinks Don is an egomaniac who wants to control everything. So they finish a tour, and the tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Don calls a meeting. He gets the management, gets the record execs from Elektra Records, and he gets the band together. And he drops the hammer. He looks at them and says, I can't continue to play with Lynch. It is over.
It's just
So
the weird
this is where
hand
the
things
story
and
gets
brain
messy
things I
because
have. I felt
nobody
like I just had to
agrees on
do
what
that a
actually
certain
happened
way.
next.
My
According
hand
to
just
George
doesn't feel
Lynch,
right.
Don had a plan. George says that Don walked into that meeting and basically told the rest of the band, I am going to take this band name, I'm going to take the deal, and I'm going to run with it. You guys are going to get left in the dust, and if you're lucky, maybe I will hire you as employees. So imagine that. You're in a band with a guy, and he tells you that you're fired, but if you're good, he might let you work for him. Some kind of hourly or salary basis. So the band splits, it's ugly, and Don thinks he's got the upper hand. After all, his last name is Dokken. The band is called Dokken.
Regulated, because that's what.
Is that he gets to keep the name. So he goes out and he tries to form a new version of the band, finds new musicians, gets rid of them, thinks he's going to be a superstar on his own. But the other guys, George Lynch and the bass player and the drummer, they are not having it. They get a lawyer, and then they sue Don. They go to court. Now you would think that a guy named Don
Regulated, because that's what happened. That's why they shut down all the asylums. Only there's one asylum or two maybe that.
law has to be involved. The justice system is a weird place. The judge looks at the contract, looks at the arguments, and the judge rules in favor of the other guys. Tells Don Dokken that you cannot use your last name, Dokken. So it's pretty insane. He's banned from using his own name for 5 years. He has to go out, try to have a career, but he can't tell anybody who he is. He might have been well to just go ahead and change his last name to Johnson. And he later admitted that this ruling really hurt him, obviously. Band is dead, the momentum is gone. They missed their window to be megastars because they're too busy suing each other. And years later, they try to reunite. They think maybe time heals all wounds, but it does not. They get back together, and almost immediately, the fighting starts again. At one point, they're trying to work things out, and George Lynch just punches Don in the face. Straight up punches him. Don says, that's it, I've got my stuff, and I'm going home. And that is why they never became Van Halen. They're too damn busy punching each other. So now let's talk about Rat. And yes, that is Rat with 2 T's because 1 T is just not cool enough. So in the mid-80s, Rat is massive. They put out an album, Out of the Cellar. Sells millions. They got that song, Round and Round. It's on the radio every 5 minutes. They're the kings of the Sunset Strip in LA. They got the girls, the cars, and of course the drugs, especially the drugs. But pretty quickly things start to go sideways. They go in the studio to record their next albums and the vibes are bad. The guitarist Robin Crosby is developing a serious heroin addiction. The band is fighting, the music is starting to suffer. So by the time the 90s roll around, Rat's popularity is starting to tank. Sales are dropping. Venues are half empty. And usually when you ask a hair metal guy why his band failed in the 90s, he will say one word, grunge. They all blame Nirvana. They all blame the flannel shirts. But Stephen Pearcy, Rat's singer, has a different theory. And he's probably right. Stephen says that grunge didn't kill Rat. He says that Rat killed Rat. Or rather, the music industry killed Rat by cloning them. Because after Rat got famous, every record label in LA wanted their own Rat. I mean, you, the viewer, you tell me in the comments, wouldn't you want your own
How high the humidity was.
band that looked like them? But suddenly, you didn't just have 5 hair metal bands, you had 500. Stephen calls them mini Motleys and mini Rats, and says the market was totally flooded with cookie cutter bands. It was saturated.
How high the humidity was. Can't hear. I'm boiling.
Doing the exact same high kicks and playing the exact same guitar solos, and it got boring. Steven said when everybody is making the same music, using the same producers and the same video directors, you're gonna have a problem. And so the fans got sick of it. It wasn't that they suddenly loved grunge, it was that they're vomiting from consuming too much sweet glam rock, too much candy. They needed a vegetable, and they certainly got a lot of them, eventually. And inside the band, it was a mess. Robin Crosby's addiction was out of control. He could barely play. The band was a disaster zone. Stephen Pearcy looks around at this sinking ship, and in 1992 decides he's had enough, so he quits the band. And this is a huge blow. You can't really have Rat without the guy who sings like a pirate with a sinus infection. That is the sound. So Stephen leaves, Robin Crosby spirals further downward. The band tries to keep going, but nobody cares. They release albums that nobody buys. They blame the industry, but really they were just one product on a shelf with 1,000 other identical products by that time. They became generic. And nothing kills a rock star faster than being boring. So then you have Slaughter. And Slaughter is a band that basically showed up to the party right as the cops were arriving to shut it down. Slaughter forms in the late 80s. They're one of the last big glam metal bands to get signed. And for a minute, it looks like they're gonna make it. We came up from the ashes of Vinnie Vincent's group. Actually, it was even possibly going to be a band formed around Vinnie Vincent, but then Vinnie Vincent got fired from his own band. Hostile takeover. They released their first album and it does great. And then in April of 92, they released their second album called The Wildlife. Now, April of 92 is a very bad time to
Start
release a
another
hair
one.
metal album. And yes, this one did get wiped out by grunge. Never mind, it had been out for 6 months. The entire world had decided that they just can't stand it.
I was just thinking, it just popped in my head, so I might as well just say it so it's on record too. I'm gonna say that if I.
Through all of this, goes to number 8 on the charts, goes gold. Seems like maybe, just maybe, they can survive this grunge apocalypse, but they can't. Because while the album sells some copies, it doesn't have any hit songs. There's no top 40 hits, so the radio won't play them. MTV, meanwhile, is now busy playing Pearl Jam and Nirvana. So the culture has shifted, Slaughter is standing on the wrong side of the line. And then, the universe decides to just completely destroy them. First, in 1993, their guitarist Tim Kelly gets arrested. And it's not for something cool like throwing a TV out of a hotel window. It's for drug trafficking charges. That is serious legal trouble. And then the bassist, Dana Strum, is riding his motorcycle, gets into a bad accident, injures his playing hands. Now, he can't play bass, so the band is paralyzed. They can't tour, they can't record, they're stuck. They spend months trying to recover. They finally get ready to record a third album. They delay it until February of 94. They film a music video. They're ready to try and come back. But then the record label, Chrysalis Records, gets bought out by a bigger company, EMI Records. And when big companies merge, they look at the roster and they cut the dead weight. They took a look at
Sunset Flip, drop down lead pro, blah, blah. Like he started to call like a spot, like a 2 or 3 step spot off of the ropes. to test me and to see what the fuck I would do, to see if I would listen to him or not. And as soon as he said it to me, I said, I don't think that's a good idea. And like he shot me off into the ropes, and as soon as he shot me off into the ropes, I went with it, but I grabbed the ropes that he threw me into, and I like put my hips like up into it. You know what I mean? Like I was catching myself. I stopped myself from being caught in the recoil of being thrown off the ropes. And tussled with a couple other people, and then Joey Matthews got me in a corner again and started working. Tossing? This caption's probably screwed up. So I stopped myself from being caught in the recoil of being thrown off the ropes. And tussled with a couple other people, and then Joey Matthews got me in a corner again. Tussle. It's supposed to be tussle. We're we had to do something. Didn't write video. Damn it. Where sunset flip, drop down, leapfrog, blah blah. Like he started to call like. Where sunset flip, drop down, leap. You fuck you. You. Cause like, I would have seen it, right? It is the right. Which. And like he shot me off into the ropes, and as soon as he shot me off into the ropes, I went with it, but I grabbed the ropes that he threw me into, and I. Where sunset flip, drop down, leapfrog, blah blah. Like he started to call like a spot, like a 2 or 3 step spot off of the rope. Where sunset flip, drop down, leapfrog, blah blah. Like he started to call like a spot, like. So this is correct. A 2 or 3 step spot off of the rope. Yes. Or sunset flip, drop down, leapfrog, blah blah. Like he started to call like us. We're fine. That's the last one we were on that we were originally clipping, that we were working through. So much to do, get back to, and remember what I'm doing. I'm gonna get moving soon too, cause I don't want to be late to this place. I love working at this place. Fixing clips. Was I doing that with all those? Are there still numbers at the end of all those? No, I got rid of all of them, right? Okay. Oh shit. I read this note. All right. I read this note. It's annoying when you're mid sentence explaining something to someone and then they start to try to.
Says it was the people in the business that killed the music. He's convinced it was a conspiracy of executives, but the reality is they showed up late. They got hit with bad luck, and then they got hit by a truck, and it was over before it really began. And finally, we have the saddest story of them all, the story of Winger. The Winger was a very successful band. They had hits like 17, which aged beautifully. Sarcasm alert. Kip Winger, the lead singer, was considered to be a heartthrob. He was on the cover of magazines. Chicks loved him. He was a serious musician too. He had studied classical music. He did the ballet. He took his job very seriously. But none of that mattered because of a cartoon on MTV called Beavis and Butthead. If you didn't watch MTV in the 90s, you have to understand something. Beavis and Butthead was the most important show on television because it dictated what was cool and what sucked. If Beavis and Butthead said something was cool, then it was cool.
For, I don't even know how old I was. Teenager, though.
That sucks. So in the show, Beavis wears a Metallica shirt. Butthead wears an AC/DC shirt. Well, their shirts change around.
My voice is starting to come back. Like I can feel not quite fully healed all the way. Still drinking.
Stewart is a wimp.
Hot honey and water. I'm all out.
He's geeky. He has no friends.
Hot water and
he tries
honey.
too hard.
I should
Really
say.
likes to drink milk. And the creator of the show, Mike Judge,
For,
decided that
I
Stewart
don't even know how old I was. Teenager, though. I think it was probably even in middle school at one time, or high school possibly. But I probably.
What does he do? Well, he draws Stewart wearing a Winger t-shirt. And right there, just like that, this was a nuclear bomb for the band's career. Every week, millions of kids watched this show and saw the Biggest Loser on TV wearing a Winger logo. It became a subconscious association. If you liked Winger, you were Stewart. You were a wuss. And the show was ruthless. They made fun of Winger's videos. They called them wusses constantly. But you don't want to be a wuss, do you? And Kip Winger said later that this was devastating. Said it was the one thing that he couldn't laugh off. He had Metallica throwing darts at a poster of his face and Nothing Else Matters, Lars. And he said even that wasn't as bad as the Stewart t-shirt. It became the punching bag for the entire industry. And the crazy part is, it was totally random. Mike Judge said later that they tried a few different names on the shirt. It could have been Poison, could have been Nelson, but the Winger logo just looked the funniest on the drawing. Can you imagine? Basically taken down by your own logo.
My voice is starting to come back. Like I can feel not quite fully healed all the way. Still drinking. Hot honey.
Winger didn't just fade away. They were laughed out of the room. Devastating about the whole thing was that Winger is an extraordinarily talented band. And to a lot of fans, out of any of them, Winger was actually the one that probably had the biggest chance of withstanding all of that and continuing to carry on. But it was the cartoon that took them down. In 2011, MTV decided to bring back Beavis and Butthead for new episodes, and they contacted Kip Winger. They asked for his permission shirt again. And Kip found this ironic. He said they didn't ask my permission the first time, which is somewhat of an admission of guilt, really. But this time, he said yes. He figured he might as well at least get paid for being the butt of the joke. So now when you see Stewart being a nerd, Kip Winger actually gets a check. It's not exactly the rock star dream he had in mind, but hey, money is money.
That's kind of a happy ending there. It's like, hey, they ruined my career, but at least they gave me a steady paycheck in the end. Fuck it.
My patrons, you freaking rock. Thank you all so much for watching.
I really do gotta get rolling soon.
And so I've just made this entirely new religion, which he did by saying, hey, I'm a prophet. No, you, by the way, cannot make prophetic interpretations absent being a prophet. Prophets, like, you can't. You have to interpret them.
We are Andrew Wilson completely
But,
destroys these.
you know, when they're with their girl, they're with their girls, or
Wilson takes over this panel of YouTubers and shreds the nonsense coming out
all
of this
right,
argument. These
a little more
heroes
off the cuff silliness and some stuff that happened.
prophets. Let's get in.
But, you know, when they're with their girl,
There's a bunch of things
they're with their girls, or
here. Maybe you can give me some clarification on. The first is, I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong about this, but I honestly don't think anybody gives a shit if Watergate. I don't think they care at all. Like, who would ever? I mean, they don't. They like literally don't care. Who
That is an
who
argument.
cares, right?
I got you, Gorilla. I'll explain to him.
Okay.
So, yeah. So currently, right now, Andrew Wilson, we got 3 Hebrew Israelites, and some of the things that they like. My debate, you know, my arguments with them is not about the separation and stuff like that, or the segregation. If blacks separate, has nothing to do with that. My debate with them, which they really can't seem to give me a solid answer on, is this. It's all about the races. So they believe in that God is going to, well, only the Hebrew Israelites is.
it's like, okay, cool, we got a couple nice ones, but like they have like a main one out.
Everyone else that makes it to heaven, they're going to be below
Alright.
the Hebrew Israelites. The only reason why the Hebrew Israelites.
It's like, okay, cool, we got a couple nice ones.
Everyone else in heaven is because of the ethnicity, is because of their race. So my argument was, is God a racist? All of them confirmed and said, yes, God is a racist.
So it's the DNA chosen people thing.
DNA chosen people thing, yeah.
Okay.
Not a DNA thing, but there is a chosen people that God chose.
Well, is it a mental state, or is it a physical component which makes you the chosen people? Meaning, is it biological, or is it just a status of mental capacity, a mental state? Like, for instance, if a Christian says, I believe Jesus Christ died on the cross, this is a mental state, right? So are we talking about a
mental state?
Yeah, so are we talking about a biological state?
Yeah. Can I read this, please?
Essentially, there's a biological prerequisite to be in that upper echelon. It's a prerequisite. It's not an absolute
Yeah, I
qualification.
understand.
It's a prerequisite.
But you understand that there's immediately something which is fallacious, which is happening here, just by the very argument of biology. Nobody at the time that any of the Old Testament was written or the New Testament had any understanding of DNA, no conceptualization of this whatsoever. They only had the conceptualization of house lineage.
Yeah, I've explained on my other streaming.
Being in some way passed down, and it's through that blood that you will receive X. That wasn't the actual conceptualization. It was from house.
Well, that's what that's in the scripture as well.
Yeah, no, but if it's biological, how do you personally trace your root biologically to?
Did you not hear me? Did you not hear me? I said Genesis.
Yeah, I don't understand though. That's what I'm clarifying. So you saying to me like, did you not hear me? Doesn't say anything, right? That doesn't clarify anything.
Well, let me ask you one question before you go in. Let me ask one question. I've been kind of quiet before.
One mic at a time, real quick.
Let me ask you one question. I've been kind of quiet. Hold on. Let me say one thing. What's your name? What's your name?
Andrew.
Andrew, let me ask you one question.
Yeah, to me.
What race of people went into on ships throughout the history of mankind?
Trying to races of people.
Name me the races that went through ships.
Well, so I would say, race I think is a construction of the mind.
I'm talking about
You have to maintain the standard of living, and you have to respect this standard of living too. Like if we have it, take care of it. You know what I'm saying? Like. Are you talking about black, white? Are you talking? Okay, got you. Yes, if that's the case, the heuristic of black, white, things like this, then every single race on planet Earth has been trafficked in a big way. Every single one.
I see about ships.
Yes, in ships.
Name me the time that white people went into by ships.
The Barbary States, whites. The Arabs,
I
whites.
said, when was this?
So the most recent occurrence of this happened at the time of Thomas Jefferson, the Americans.
Hold on. Let me reword this. In mass numbers, what race of people went into by ships into a land that is not their land?
I don't understand the question. I'm sorry. I actually don't understand the question. What are you actually asking me?
What
So
I'm
the key part of the key component is he's emphasizing there being a maritime nature to this trade, not simply trafficking, but literally trafficking across the world through vessels on open water.
So I understand this. So we had the transatlantic trade, and then we had the Arabic trade. The Arabic trade moved towards the Arab nations. That's why there's not a lot of black Arabs. And then on the other side, they moved them over to the Americas. But this is the transit. That's new. That's new. Like this has been happening. It's been happening for thousands of years via shipping. Via actual ships.
Which ones with the ships?
All races.
No.
Yeah, so
Yes.
can you answer?
Every single one going from the Greeks to all of them. Every single the Vikings used to use ships to go and get from China. I'm not kidding. Like they did.
Hold on, hear me out, Esau. What I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
The so-called black people are the only people that are documented of going through stripped from everything, to their language, to their customs, to their God, to what they identify by color and the creed laws. That's only happened to a certain people in history.
Not only that.
Hold on, let me almost finished. Let me land my plane.
Go ahead.
That's a prophecy that's prophesied in the Bible to let you know who the Israelites are.
Okay, so I just want to let you know that what you're saying though is factually untrue. So Rome, for instance, is a great example of a society which was literally constructed by. There's more in Rome than there were Romans. They did this to all peoples. They stripped them of their name. They stripped them of their title. They stripped them of their family. They stripped them of it. The whole idea was you must become Roman. Now, in some places later, they let them have some customs, things like this. But this happened in the modern trade too. So in the Americas, for instance, some owners, they let them have customs and things like this. Sometimes not. It just depends where they were in history. But no, I'm telling you, all races had this happen to them. All of them.
Those people that went through there
I think no.
are the people that we're saying that are Israelites, and we are those people.
Yeah, but that was all people. Yeah, listen. I mean.
Y'all got it. So sorry, y'all can handle it.
Yeah, but this doesn't make any sense because all.
I think no.
tribes
I hung out with this guy, big Puerto Rican guy named Mario. I won't say the whole name, but
all sorts of barbarian tribes. I mean, this happened to everybody.
Let me know down below if you agree with Andrew Wilson and that all races everywhere have been enslaved and shipped somewhere, which could easily be verified with a simple Google search. It's stunning that these apparently, Hebrew Israelites who know so much couldn't even chat GPT this question. Vikings, Rome, it's not because, and I get what the one guy was trying to say. He's trying to,
Hey, how you doing?
This
Oh,
is
you
the
want to
perfect
pet the
place to
pedal?
stop because I'll know at least where I left off
There were
exactly.
various things, various
Being
prophecies that
a
were
page that's not
foretold that would occur
completely
in the
done.
latter days to the Israelites and their descendants. So what we're doing is we're taking a look at those prophecies and we're seeing if those prophecies have been fulfilled in various people.
Who's representing Delaware the best right now? The best.
With people who are black.
But you have to be very careful with that because you're not prophets yourself. So Jesus, hang on. Hang on. Jesus Christ was the last. The reason we don't have new prophets, is so that you cannot reinterpret the scripture for your own making. So you can't go in and be like, well, I'm Joseph Smith, the head of the Mormon church, and I'm a prophet. And so I've just made this entirely new religion, which he did by saying, hey, I'm a prophet. No, you, by the way, cannot make prophetic interpretations absent being a prophet, right? Like you can't.
Let's do both of them so I got them both out of the way. There's both the marks, and then we gotta get out of here.
When you say that we're not prophets, right? This 1 Corinthians 12 and 28. And it says, and God had set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles, then gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities, and tongues. So when you say that there's
Wait a second. Give me the scripture real quick. Let's pull it up. We'll go over it together.
1 Corinthians 12 and 28.
Okay,
So
first
when you say that
12.
so when you say that there's not prophets after Christ, I would disagree because that's how you set up the body as a body.
And there's another gentleman.
You would have prophets, you would have apostles, you would have teachers, you would have those with the gift of tongues. If that were the case, then you shouldn't have no pastors or
So then I just want to point out that you're. So here's the thing then. It's Joseph Smith.
And there's another gentleman that used to have these Christian.
because he's not an Israelite.
So only Israelites can be prophets.
Correct. Sure.
That's it.
That's it.
What the book says.
Okay.
That's
So
what the book says. It has to be, if you're not an Israelite, then you cannot be a prophet.
can
of God.
Israelites create new prophecy?
Israelites can, if God reveals it to them, yes.
Okay. So
That's why I read 1 Corinthians 12 and 28.
Are you,
That's
sir?
after Christ's death.
Are you a prophet?
Yes.
Okay, and so both of you are prophets.
For sure.
And so can you foresee future
Okay.
events?
That's good stuff.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Like a prophet is
All right.
prophet is also a teacher.
Thanks for your time and patience with me. I gotta get to work, and then we'll get some more work done. Oh, take care of the baby. Get his food together. Yeah. And sleepy, hang out with daddy, lay outside a while. Sit in the night sky when you cuddle under your blankie in your bed or in the bed in the car. I'm silly Willie. Alright, I love him. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. God bless. Take care. Till next time.